Welcome to Instant Trivia, episode 1906. Ready? Let's go. Which group matched the Beatles by scoring 3 consecutive UK Christmas #1 singles in 1996, 1997, and 1998? The Spice Girls. Which NBA team plays its home games at Madison Square Garden? New York Knicks. Which mountain range contains Mount Tubkal, the highest peak in North Africa? Atlas Mountains. Which ancient timekeeping device tells time using a shadow and has no moving parts? Sundial. Which plant is locally known as the flower of the blessed night? Poinsettia. Lachanophobia is the irrational fear of which food items? Vegetables. Who won the women's singles title at Wimbledon in 1990? Martina Navratilova. Which country administers Bougainville, an island in the Solomon Sea? Answer: Papua New Guinea. What is the term for a group of 4 bits, which is half the size of a byte? Nibble. Which musical features the song I Whistle a Happy Tune? The King and I. Which Italian leader had a mistress named Clara Petacci? Benito Mussolini. In which European country is the city of Breda located? The Netherlands. In the comic strip Dilbert, what is the name of Dilbert's girlfriend? Liz. Which single-celled organism is known for changing shape and moving using pseudopodia? Amoeba. Which Canadian province has a significant independence movement and its own distinct language and culture? Quebec. Which iconic fashion item, popularized by Coco Chanel in 1926, revolutionized women's evening wear with its simplicity and elegance? The little black dress. What popular attraction debuted at the 1964 World's Fair in New York, featuring a song that emphasizes global unity and peace? It's a Small World. Which strategy board game features a piece called the Knight that moves in an L shape? Chess. Which American skier won the gold medal in the women's downhill at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver? Lindsey Vonn. Which 2002 film follows a former priest who investigates mysterious crop circles suggesting an extraterrestrial presence? Signs. Which major social networking company originated as a side project at the podcasting company Odeo? Twitter. Which country do the Nicobar Islands belong to? India. Which iconic superhero is also known as Kal-El and hails from the planet Krypton? Superman. What is the practice of rearing silkworms to produce silk called? Sericulture. Which 1983 film, starring Glenn Close, William Hurt, and Kevin Kline, follows a group of college friends who reunite after the suicide of a friend? The Big Chill. Which iconic British musician is known for hits like I'm Still Standing and has had a profound impact on pop music since the 1970s? Elton John. In the nursery rhyme Rub-a-Dub-Dub, which three trades are named as the occupants of the tub? Answer: the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Who served as U.S. Secretary of the Treasury early in President Bill Clinton's administration, helping shape economic policy and tax reform? Lloyd Bentsen. What French term refers to a private conversation between two people, often implying intimacy or confidentiality? Tête-à-tête. By what stage name was William Claude Dukenfield better known? W.C. Fields. Which director is best known for his cinematic portrayal of the Russian ruler Ivan the Terrible? Answer: Sergei Eisenstein. In the folk song All Around My Hat, what does the singer say they will wear around their hat? A green willow? Which Iron Maiden lead singer wrote the novel The Adventures of Lord Iffy Boat Race? Bruce Dickinson. Which city is home to the museum dedicated to the works of post-impressionist painter Vincent van Gogh? Amsterdam. What is the name of the counting device that consists of a frame with parallel rods and rows of beads that can be slid left and right? Abacus. Which Broadway musical starred Robert Preston and Barbara Cook? The Music Man. Which vertebrate is believed to live the longest, with individuals estimated to reach several centuries of age? Answer: Greenland shark, Somniosus microcephalus. Which mathematical constant represents the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter? Pi. What is the name of the upper house of the British Parliament, known for its role in reviewing legislation and providing expertise? House of Lords. In which global conflict did the Battle of Stalingrad take place, marking a significant turning point in the Eastern Front? World War II. What was the name of the 1932 Australian campaign in which soldiers were deployed to control a large population of flightless birds? The Emu War. Whirligig and longhorn are types of what insect? Beetle. Which iconic science fiction TV series is often credited with airing the first interracial kiss on U.S. television? Answer: Star Trek: The Original Series, the 1968 episode Plato's Stepchildren. Which novel, originally written in Czech and later translated into French, uses philosophical inquiry to explore existence and love? The Unbearable Lightness of Being. Which playwright wrote the plays Uncle Vanya and the Three Sisters? Anton Chekhov. What do leafcutter ants cultivate in their colonies as their primary food source? Fungus. Which former politician with a doctorate and a background as a classical pianist duetted on piano with Aretha Franklin at a Philadelphia fundraising concert? Condoleezza Rice. Which country, formerly known as Siam, is famous for its stunning beaches and rich cultural heritage? Thailand. Which airport has long been regarded as the world's busiest international airport? Answer: London Heathrow Airport. Which stringed instrument did George Harrison famously incorporate into his music, particularly in the song Within You, Without You? Sitar. That's the end of the show. Thanks for playing. See you tomorrow.